Inakuja tonga nguvu. I go by the name of Ochino, the only Kenyan who is a man, a boy, and also a friend. And of course, we cannot make up hivi chini because you've requested us to have this conversation, and you're here. We're glad to have the one and only Mr. George Aliet.
Yes.
George, asante sana kwa kutupea nafasi tena.
Yes.
Eno tumekuita mara mingi, but pia it's something that also our viewers wanasemanga, this guy, he's very interesting. Some people call you're very opinionated.
Yes.
Some people call you're very straightforward, straight to the point.
Yes.
Karibu tena.
Asante sana.
Maybe how have you been since the last time tulionana?
I've been well, even though I've been sick a little bit, but not literally sickness. The elections that's made me to be sick.
Which elections?
The Bungala Mananchi national elections that took place on 29th previous month, as we always do every 2 years. Yeah, so right now I call myself a president that has never been. Because I ought to be one. But the game was so high, so I backed off. Yes.
Because I remember the last time we were seated here, you were to be one of the aspirants for the Bungala Mananchi presidency.
Yes.
But when you kulenda ni kama utatuambia what happened.
Yes.
So today I want us to tackle the Bungala Mananchi elections that have just concluded. You can give us an overview of that.
Yes.
Then we can tackle the issue of Sakaja and Nairobi MCAs threatening to impeach him. Will it be successful?
Yes.
Then we'll end up with the Ruto's tour now in Siaya County.
Yes.
Let's begin with the issue of Bungala Mananchi elections.
Yes.
This has been one of the elections that caught a lot of attention, especially in the social media spaces, and also in the Bungala Mananchi itself.
Yes.
A lot of people are calling it one of the historic elections in Bungala Mananchi. Being a seasoned member, do you think, was there an election that was bigger than this, or was this big because of the hype that it got on social media, and how was the elections generally according to you?
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the privilege and honor you people are giving to me to give one or two insights about our current affairs. The Bungala Mananchi election has always done every 2 years. Of course, it is a tradition. As you know, Bungala Mananchi is an amorphous social justice movement. It is never registered anywhere. But as we call it, People's Assembly, it has gained momentum to an extent. It is one of the social places that shapes the current affairs of leadership of this country. Now, based on what transpired on 29th, I can tell you for a fact, the longest time I've been the Bungala Mananchi started from Mombasa. This is one of the historic and not hyped. It has been done professionally with a lot of legitimacy. In fact, it has even surpassed the national election of a government. Because if at all you took your time to view it, security was upbeat, the IBC officials were upbeat, the participants were very respectful, and they really participated positively. The aspirants were equally up to the task, and they ensured the whole process went out smoothly. If I might tell you, it is one of the best elections I've ever seen, even if I compare it to our normal general elections of the country. I will really challenge the leadership of the IBC of this country, headed by, I don't know who is called.
Ekuru. He's called Ekuru. IBC chairperson.
Tokon, sijui what. That name is just too big for a Luo to pronounce. This guy, he needs to emulate what happened in Bungala Mananchi Jivanji. Because it was above board. It was above board. And I really appreciate the legitimacy that elected officers is going to get. If at all they are going to show their leadership prowess, it is going to be marvelous. So with the elections and the results, nobody complains. It just started from the time the IBC was constituted. Everybody is quiet. Everybody is giving accolades. Even at this point in time, even those whom we thought didn't succeed, for that matter, we call them losers. They are interested to be enjoined in that government so that we move along. And that's the kind of society we need. Because even if at all equally, the national government might emulate that, then this country is going to be marvelous. You are in a contest, you become a victor, I become your number two, but we are ready to appreciate and work together. Yes. On me not running, some of these things needs negotiations. So the negotiation became upbeat, and I saw it wise to cede ground to my younger brother Oyugi. And I was not alone, we were so many. Yeah, there are so many parameters that we were looking for. that made him to go through. And being that one happened does not mean we are not in the leadership. As a showish, I think there are so many opportunities we are trying to get, and they convinced me. Based on the direction I always give from the Bungala Mananchi platform, they are contemplating me being the spokesperson of Bungala Mananchi. Yes.
Sasa, let's now go into the technicalities that were there. A lot of people, let me not say a lot, a section of some people were, especially online, they were asking, who's this Oyugi guy that has won? We were not used to seeing him, mostly his clips maybe going viral. What is the role of social media, especially now that we usually have coverages at Bunge La Mwananchi? What is the role of the social media trending posts on TikTok, on YouTube, and now the real ground voters who voted for the president? Do you think there's a correlation between whoever is famous or popular online and whoever was voted for on the ground? What is the differences that people are looking at? If you can just give us a round overview.
Thank you very much. These things are in tandem. We might not say, however much is not trending, that is not on the ground. There are people who are trending because some of our IGA, our income generating activities, gives us opportunity to be in the Bungala Mananchi platforms. And that is where we meet the fourth estate. Some people like Oyugi is also having his trade. And many a times he passed by. And I'll tell you that that platform has two different units of families. We have a family who are ever there always, but you'll never get them talking. Media coverage, no. Be it mainstream or social media, you'll not get them. There are people who are reserved to an extent that you might not know they have something to speak. There are some people who are even better than us mentally. Or professionally, they are superb. But they'll never talk there. Yet, but they are always there. So that was where you find people like Oyugi coming in. Even though Oyugi is not a frequent attendee. He doesn't attend frequently. He passes by. But now, why has he taken the traction? One, there are so many things people look at. Oyugi is almost 20 years old in Bungala Mananchi. So those are some of the parameters people are looking at. How long have you been here? Are there things, is there a private profile you have for yourself that people can look into? So when we checked it, and that's one of the reasons why I see the ground for it, because it's longer than me in National Bungala Mananchi Jivanji. Are you getting that? The other competitor who was there is Mheshimiwa Kiberenge. Mheshimiwa Kiberenge is also an old chap in Bungala Mananchi. But there's other parameters that did make him to go through. There are some people, you might be with them all along, but your etiquette doesn't go along with them. So that one will not matter. Then we did have another participant by the name Agai, the previous speaker. Agai is been there for a very short time. And I think, if anything, apart from him not being an old member, but even the campaign strategy sometimes is one thing. He's not been in the terrain, so he doesn't know. Yeah, so that is according to me, as somebody who stayed there for long. We have also Mwash and Joachim. These are new entrants in the Bungala Mananchi social justice movement. So when it comes to the parameters that people are looking at to ensure that you emerge a victor, most of these parameters, they were not fitting the bill. And that's why at one point, Oyugi has had an edge start right from the word go. Yes. So that's the way it is. Yeah.
Sasa. So now maybe for the people who are watching and they have gotten to get interest of Bungala Mananchi proceedings and happenings.
Yes.
Now that we've done the elections, finally we're through the elections, we have a new president.
Yes.
What now is going to happen so that the normal sessions of Bungala Mananchi can resume, and the vacant spaces that are there, I hear they are called the CS spaces.
Yes.
Who gets to choose who becomes a CS, and maybe what are the positions that are there for the CS?
Okay, thank you very much. The normal proceedings of Bungala Mananchi is going to start effectively after the new office is sworn in. And of course, the swearing in, I think at this point in time, is going to be run by the IBC as well, in coordination with the new elected officials. And that one probably might be the end of this week or the following week. Once that one is done, things are good to go. Then two, there are so many offices that are there. Like the CSS, the chief of staff, those are prerogative of the president-elect. to come up with them. And many a times, the previous the presidents who served, they always depict ministries based on his blueprint interest. Like if his interest runs on the foreign affairs, he will automatically come with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, then attaches that person to the relevant ministry. If his interest runs with the labor issues, employment, he's going to come up with the labor minister. That guy, his role is simply to earmark what is going on in the labor ministry. Like when we were with Mheshimiwa Ababu, the person I served under him after the chief of staff. At that time, we did have emotive issue of our young girls dying in the Gulf. We did engage the embassy of the Royal Embassy of Saudi. We had a meeting 4 times with the consulate, then the last time we did with the ambassador of Saudi. So we managed to get the general insight why some of these things are happening. And believe me, however much the outcome is not 100%, but we managed to push it up to 70%. So there are much the Bunge La Mwananchi does. More so when the people who are elected there knows what they need to do. Yes. So with the ministries, it is his prerogative. He might decide to come up with just 3 ministries. He might decide to come with the 10. And many a times, these ministers are always technocrats. So that's why when somebody is given a nod to be a minister, once that person served and left the office, you realize they succeed at the end of the day. Yes.
So let's now finish up on this Bunge La Mwananchi issue now.
Yes.
With the new president now, Honorable Lawrence Oyugi coming into office.
Yes.
Maybe what is that one thing that you can want him to focus on? Is it how the running of Bunge sessions will be? Is it empowering Bunge members? Or is it now ensuring that Bunge produces a lot of national leaders when it comes to 2027 elections, from MCAs all the way up to maybe even the president? What is that one thing that maybe, or 2 things that he can focus on now that he's now the current president, especially this time that we're approaching the general elections 2027?
What I know for free, as a president, there's some lean role he always has. Like Bunge La Mwananchi, there are units that are very important. The presidency is important. If he or she, like right now, Lawrence Oyugi, the way I've known him, is a serious activist. And he does advocacy. And that's why he joins well to be a Bunge La Mwananchi president. Because as it is, Bunge La Mwananchi as a social justice movement, our major role is to ensure that the general public are served the right way. So, because he serves under that, even now, I think it's going to make Bunge La Mwananchi go a notch higher to be relevant. Because there are sometimes you realize somebody is elected, but that guy is purely a politician. He will run Bunge La Mwananchi as a political party. Are you getting that? And now, when it comes to taking Bunge to the next level, I think with the concerted effort of the people he's going to nominate to help him serve, Bunge La Mwananchi is going to achieve, not only to the membership, but to the general public. Yes. Because I have a lot of trust on the people who are elected there. I have a lot of trust in himself. I have a lot of trust in his deputy, Mr. Ngugi, Engineer Ruku. Then there's another serious young guy there known as Dan Rai. He's served also by... He's having somebody very serious there known as Bush, Comrade Bush. Then at the same time, there's this Tito. Tito also serves as the chairman or national chairman of Kanu, the whole Nairobi County. Then he's also been in the current affairs, so he knows what needs to be done. Equally, this Isaac Omoli served as speaker for some times. I know his capacity. Besides these other people he's going to nominate. Of course, I don't need to speak myself. I think you know what Aliet can do. This is the one Kasuko in town.
Striker number 9.
Yes, striker number 9.
So let's now shift into the Nairobi County matters.
Yes.
Nairobi County is a county that is, if not one of the pivotal counties, I'll say one of the most financially stable, one of the most economic hubs as counties. But now the governor, Johnson Sakaja, is facing serious scrutiny. He's under serious political scrutiny. The MCAs collected signatures to push for his impeachment, and we saw videos trending on social media. They were dancing in the Nairobi County Assembly after collecting these signatures. For you, as a Nairobi resident, Are you seeing grounds to push for the impeachment? And while answering that, are you seeing a situation whereby can it go through successfully, this impeachment?
What I know and I can say for a fact, the current governor of Nairobi, like the previous governors, I think according to me, the MCAs are just quite unfair to that young man. We don't read from the same script. He don't know me. I don't know him. What I do, I judge somebody by what I see. Because when it comes to professionalism, I'll be lying to you. Are you getting that? What I need to see from Mheshimiwa Sakaja, is there sanity in the CBD? Yes, there is. 2, what is it that Mheshimiwa Sakaja has brought up? You can see he's working on roads. You can see Sakaja is doing employment. You can see Sakaja is feeding our young kids whose parents cannot raise 3-piece meals in a day at a tune of 5 shillings and 10 shillings in a day. The whole public primary schools in Nairobi. How much is that? Right now, the MCs are not telling me that parking fees are being looted. Are you saying that? Their MPs are not. What they are talking about garbage collection. This one emanates from me and you, as the residents of Nairobi. Why must I buy a sweat? Then dispose of the cover anyhow, and we have bins. Why must I be a grocery seller? I sell vegetables. The remains and the sugar cane, I just dump there and leave them for the county government to come and collect. So what I'm saying, Sakaja might not be the best, but I can say there's no manner in terms of leadership from heaven. Kenyans must rise up to the occasion and do things the right way. What I say, our MPs, not only in Nairobi, they blackmail governors so that they can be given money. Where the war emanated very seriously. Is Sakaja employing the 2,000 Green Army? It has never been happened in history. He decided to absorb 2,000 people who are in the Green Army. And because they wanted this opportunity to be given for them for political expedience, and the guy didn't do it, these are some of the things that form the basis of his impeachment. These other things are just being sugar-coated to bring the impression that the agitation is legit. Yes, what I'm saying, if all factors are kept constant, and I really appreciate our Senate the way they behave today, they are growing mature day by day on how they do their deliberations. At the end of the day, Sakaja is going to come off the hook because these things are political. Yes, I didn't come from the Sakaja's party. And I've told you, I don't know him. He doesn't know me at personal level. I know him as a leader, my leader in Nairobi. Are you getting that? The same fate befalling Sakaja is the same fate befell Mheshimiwa Mike Buvi Sonko. Are you seeing? What is happening is that it is only different version. If it is political witch hunt, then he's going to go home. Ushaona? But taking him home is not giving us a solution. You get some of the MCAs who are mouthy, who talks a lot, like Mheshimiwa Lai. Can he tell us what is done to his constituents? These things are neither here nor there. Are you getting that? So the only thing we need to do, if at all our mode of operation is done in the right process, these people should earmark, if it is a department or a ministry within a county government that is doing things that are not right, let that ministry be handled as it is. But this attitude of doing witch hunt through a political platform, I don't think it is adding value to our leadership. So according to me, with the impeachment, if it is done with the normal process, there's nowhere Sakaja is going. But if it is political goodwill, fine, it's going to go. Because if I can get, I've been the political platform for quite a long time, even this one of Nairobi. If you get the blames, those who are mouthy about Sakaja's failure are those who are yawning for his seat. Yes, they've employed Dick and Harry everywhere. And another unit that is doing what? Is hanging Sakaja. Is this Munyoro unit? How do you expect Nairobi to be a capital city when you want your people to walk everywhere? If they are told, no, let's have sanity, let's not do it here, let's do it there. Then you now say, my people are being done what? Huh? Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the real truth, if we are going to use political weaponization to handle leadership, even another person who goes to take Sakaja's position is not going to get it easy. Yes. So according to me, that impeachment is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But if it is political, then it might go somewhere. But the real issue is, are we going to get the solution to our problem? No. Because like myself, if I'm not paying school fee for my kid, I know what I need to do. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
I should not start blame games. Why are these teachers not teaching? The moment my child is going to be on the road day and night, it means there are some lessons my child is going to miss. So what outcome do I expect? But why am I taking my responsibility, my weaknesses, then resting in the teachers? So this is what the MPs are doing. Because it starts from the budget. The due diligence, they know. If it is the procurement unit, they know. Are you getting that? The contract that is given for the people who are not performing, they know. So it is not about being crying babies. They are given the opportunity to serve. If they are not comfortable, let Sakaja serve. Once it's through, they'll get the person they want. Yes.
And if you go to the political side of that, the Nairobi County Assembly is majorly consisted of ODM MCAs.
Yes.
But Sakaja was elected on a UDA ticket.
Yes.
And now it's broad knowledge that now we have the broad-based government, that is the UDA and the ODM.
Yes.
The MCAs might go ahead and collect the signatures, but not actualizing it. Are you seeing a situation whereby for it to go through politically, does it mean that now the ODM and UDA principles will have maybe come to a conclusion that maybe let's do away with Sakaja? And maybe for him, maybe it's a way to corner him politically so that he can maybe cede one or two things in the county. Are you seeing a situation whereby he can be forced to go the NMS way, like we saw with Mike Sonko, or when he's removed so that his deputy can now take over? Which one can be so true politically?
What I can tell you as a young political analyst, the truth be told, if it is going to be on poor delivery, then I think the leadership of the broad-based government must sit Sakaja down and let him do what is expected of him, if at all that is so. If it is political witch hunt, his password of retaining the seat is with the Raila Odinga. Because you are talking of a UDA and ODM for that matter. The UDA wing is holistically interested on Sakaja going as early as the moment difference between Mheshimiwa Ruto and Gachagua started. They left Sakaja a long time ago. And the bone of contention started with Sakaja working closely with the ODM legislators. Are you getting that? But for Sakaja also to survive, you can never sideline a unit that is having numerical strength and you expect to lead. You have to reason with them out so that you move along. Because that assembly or that leadership, you are a family with the different units. Yes, you can never purport to say, now today I've ganged up with one of all my two sons, I leave the mother and others. That is not a family. So with this kind of narrative, that is even making Ruto not to go to see eye in eye with Wamunyoro. It's the same narrative bedwelling Gachagua and Sakaja. There's a unit who are hell-bent that as long as you bring Omolo here, as long as you bring Macharia here, no, you are not our friends. But you see, Omolo is pulling shots, Macharia is pulling shots. What do you do? Now you are here like an arbiter. You have to take hard decisions. Sakaja had to take a decision to accommodate the ODM family. Because without him, he could have gone long time ago. Without them. Are you seeing that? But these other people are not seeing that. And this is what is equally not going to make Sakaja to go home. He's not going to go home. The people who are pushing the agenda started talking a lot about these things a long time ago. People like Aliet. He's forgotten the role of being an MCA. He feels he's a governor. So instead of him concentrating on what he needs to do, in fact, I wonder what kind of leadership is that. He's ever on social media. Even if you go to Bunge La Mwananchi platform, he reasons with people like there like a kid. I'm on those platforms, but I don't talk. I only read only. So sometimes I wonder if this is the kind of mentality a legislature in the name of an MCA is having. Now, where are we going? And that's why If he's teamed up with the people who are pushing Sakaja out, I cannot even support that. Because your mental prowess emanates from how you talk. Huh? When you reason, like even my child in his grade 6 cannot reason that way. Where do I classify you? And some of them are blackmailing Sakaja because Sakaja is young. Buana, privilege and honor is given by the Almighty Father. Yes, all of us want to be the Bungala Mananchi president. But at this point in time, we are not there. I had followers who wept when they realized I didn't return my papers. But even if you weep, you'll keep quiet. It has been decided. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
So now winding up on this issue of Sakaja,
yes.
Sakaja's alleged or purported impeachment.
Yes.
If at all he survives this,
yes,
moving forward to 2027,
yes,
there is talk around that Nairobi governor ni one term. Like they say, Nairobi cannot come for 2 terms as a governor.
Yes.
We saw with Kidero, we saw with Mike Sonko,
yes.
and now we have Sakaja.
Yes.
If at all he survives this impeachment, are you seeing a situation whereby he is likely to make a comeback for another re-election in 2027? Because for him, his slogan is lazima iwak.
Let me tell you, my brother. Myself, I don't always go by inertial concept. There are concepts that are not ready to be changed. And you see, being elected or re-elected is not a scientific concept. That to say it is set that way. If you come to Kenya, it is scientifically the first president is who? Jomo Kenyatta. Are you getting that? That one you cannot change. But these things, when Mheshimiwa Ruto was running here, what was spoken? Huh? You have to run for more than 2 times. That's the only time you can get the presidency. They even gave a narrative. Moi, as a vice president, only became a president by virtue. Fate befell Kenyatta. But it is holistically, you serve as a vice president or a deputy. You cannot go for that step out of that, then you become the president. And they gave us examples. Let me tell you, my friend, there's nothing that can prevent Mheshimiwa Sakaja to go for a second term. Nothing. My fate and your fate is not the same. Huh? I might be a trillionaire or I might not. Like myself, I can tell you for a fact. The first time I touched $1 million is when I was 38 years. The first time. There's all those who get as early as 9 years.
Yeah.
There's somebody who will get $1 million at the age of 60 years. There's somebody who only gets it after the retirement. Are you getting that? So circumstances are different. There's nothing going to stop Sakaja for going for the second term. The fact that I don't like him does not make him not to go for a second term and win. Are you getting what I'm saying? So all it takes is strategy and how you plan yourself. Because let me tell you, as at we are talking now, the people Sakaja hired 2,000 en masse had to go once. They are 2,000.
Yeah.
There's that ripple effect. No man is an island. The people who Sakaja is feeding their kids, they are in thousands. What of if they feel, because it is not necessary that the next coming governor must feed their kids. It is not a must. So these are some of the building blocks. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
Then we have political intrigues. Political intrigues entails for you to assume Sakaja is an incumbent. If he decides to defend, beware he has a constituency. So these are the protagonists. If the Wamunyoros are going to bring somebody, Sakaja is there. Then this other wing also brings somebody. The probability question of one of these protagonists seize ground and settle on Sakaja to avoid the divide is going to come up.
Yeah.
And that's what's making him to be a benefactor. Yes. So some of these things, we need to check them holistically. And the only thing, let me tell you, right now, those who are yearning for that seats are beating ground. They've started dancing. When Sakaja is going to start dancing, what is going to happen? They are all going to be exhausted. Yes, that's the truth of the matter. Because when you are in the political terrain, one of the things that makes you become unpopular is that people become used to you. Like, for example, you can tell me, Aliet, can you help me with 10,000? I'll tell you, China, I'll give you. At the end of the day, when it comes to the time of reckoning, I only give you 5.
Yeah.
When you ask for me another thing, I promise you, and I don't deliver. Are you getting that? So at the end of the day, by the time we are almost there, we shall have realized Aliet is having this kind of character. So he's not the best. So when Sakaja is going to come, and one thing that is true, you have to know, anybody serving an elective office can never be popular. Globally, all leaders, serving leaders can never be popular. There's no government that is popular globally. Are you getting that? But now, we judge them with their profile, their scorecards. Sakaja will be able to come up, say, fine, I found the country raising revenue up to this much, and now I'm raising at this much. I found the county with the pilferages losing money to this much, but now we are only losing this much. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
I found the county when we had blah, 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 blah. So far, nimeisongeza hapa. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, if we are going to judge based on records, and not these fallacious concepts I'm getting, people say like, I'm a Luo, I'm a Kalenjin, I'm a Kikuyu, I'm a what? Then at the end of the day, it's going to be still the best amongst equals. Because let me tell you, not unless somebody comes from elsewhere, who are immediate competitors of Sakaja that we are talking now.
There's talks of Babu Owino.
Babu Owino.
Yeah.
Where is his constituency?
Embakasi East, Nairobi.
When I talk of constituency politically, I mean, I don't mean the marketed area.
Yeah.
I mean his voters. Constituency of Babu, as that we are talking now, are Raila's people. I'm one of them. Yes.
But he also commands the Gen Z support.
Which Gen Z? Amezaa wangapi? Does he have a child in the Gen Z bracket? I have 4. Amezaa wangapi? Can you talk on behalf of our kids?
I can say he benefits from the ripple effect, from trickle-down effect of
Let me tell you.
comradeship.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
The comradeship wachana nayo. We also have comrades. Kwani asisi hatuna alumni. If it is a matter of comrade, I'm one of the senior comrades of him. So because nilienda mbele yake. Hapo mali alisoma nilisomea hapo. So what comrade is talking about?
So if I'm getting you correctly, you believe that the Raila Odinga's constituency is the constituency that Babu has loyally, like 100%.
Yes.
Meaning if by chance Raila Odinga doesn't support or endorse Babu officially for the Nairobi gubernatorial seat, and Raila endorses somebody else, do you believe that somebody else will have a higher chance of being the governor of Nairobi?
My friend, you have it. You have it. You've said it. Are you the son of God? You are right. Are you the one who rose Lazarus? You've said. So I'm telling you, you have it. Let me tell you. I think it is said that you are asking me this question severally because you are doing an interview. I don't believe you are not understanding me. My friend, let me tell you. Are you seeing all these MPs? These people do not have voters. These are Raila's voters. Yes. Not because Raila gave birth to us. Not because Raila is a semi-god. No. Because his profile has spoken for long and we've mastered the aim in his profile. The other day we were discussing James Agri Orengo here. Did you see what Orengo said yesterday? What Raila said is law. Ama hauko ipata. Are you getting it, Luo? What Raila said is
law.
Pinito. Akisema amesa. Because we've learned that art. Right now, for me, let me tell you this. Let me tell you for free. Do you imagine, if at all there was not this broad-based government, Homa Bay could have been built the way it is being built?
I don't think so.
Just imagination. We are showing imagination because we cannot be saying the truth. It could have not. And if I can tell you, any arrangement Raila has had with any sitting government, however much is not the president, at one point you'll name 1 or 2 earmarked projects that has been done under that regime from their time they've started the arrangement. If you go the normal way of appointments, there's never a period Raila has gone to arrangement, and I can name for you all of them. That Raila has appointed people only from the Luo nation. He will automatically appoint. The latest one, he did appoint Joe. He appointed Oparanya. He appointed a school. He appointed Fikirini. And that's the way he's done it. There are sometimes Raila was going as far as appointing people like Dr. Aaron Mwao from Ukambani. So he just sampled them out. There's never any good time. And that's why in Raila's secretariat, At one point, you realize Raila is working with Professor Mumbingaru. Huh? All along, a Kikuyu person. All that time. When he came there, sit served with Ongera. All along. Then the moment you've served in his secretariat for long, if he wants to dispose you off, he gives you a nomination. After the nomination, the next thing, if you are interested in political leadership, go and fight it out with other people. But he will never just take you and dispose you off.
Yeah.
You get that? And that's why at one point, even if you see people like Mwaura, Rachel Sebesh, making noise, you will not get them literally coming out and abusing Raila.
Yeah.
You will get Moses Kuria, who was schooled by Jaramogi Foundation through Raila. Sometimes we'd give vulgar words about Mzee, but after sometimes he makes a frantic effort to go personally, not even do it through the media, because it cost Raila baba yake. It made him to be what he is. So when I tell you, we don't have a constituency, the one that follows Ruto, I don't know. But the people who follow Raila for that long, I can tell you, as long as you are an MP in the coast, you are an MP in Luo Nyanza, you are an MP in Western, except Bungoma. You are an MP in Nairobi. Name it. Buana, you don't have voters. Those are Raila's voters. Yes. Those are Raila's voters.
Finally,
yes.
Because we are running out of time, kabisa.
Yes.
Just a word. We're now seeing President Ruto visiting Siaya.
Yes.
This is after coming from Homa Bay. That's the last part of Nyanza that he was.
Yes.
Are we going to expect 2 or 3 or 4 visits as we've seen in Homa Bay? Ama sasa Siaya ni Raila ko 100% sure that he will deliver the votes for Siaya, unlike the one that is Homa Bay?
Which votes?
Because as you said, Raila has the constituency. So now, because Ruto is doing these visits, obviously for political reasons, towards 2027, and we've seen Homa Bay more than thrice. Are we going to see the same in Siaya? Ama Siaya, for Siaya, it's a different dynamic when it comes to Luo Nyanza politics. Finally, as we wrap up, how do you take of that?
When it comes to voting, Ruto is just visiting part of his family. Right now, there's no difference. Ruto and Luo Nyanza is one and the same. There's no votes Ruto is looking for now. He's just trying to go and check. Is there one of my brother who's left hungry, no food? That's what he's doing. Because after the last visit, this immediate visit because there is an economic forum going to go on in Siaya. I don't know if it's 16 or 12 of November. It's going to go on there. Yeah. So these are normal. Right now, he's paying his brothers a visit. So there's nothing about that. Yeah. And with the Ruto's votes in Luo Nation, I think he needs to look for votes elsewhere. That one is guaranteed. It's guaranteed? Yes. Both Siaya and Homa Bay. So you believe the whole Luo Nation. So you believe it will be 100% everywhere in Nyanza? 90-something. The variation that is going to vote him is spoiled vote. Because of Baba Raila. We have some competitor whose votes were even less than the spoiled vote. Okay, sawa. Aliet, nimeshukuru sana. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you for giving us the time. Yes. And I hope tukikuta tena next time. If our fans demand you come back, tafadhali tupe nafasi. I'll do. So that you can also educate us on the current political atmosphere and also the historical political even voting patterns and historical political alignments. Thank you very much. Yeah. For now, God willing, if it is confirmed by the president-elect that I'm going to be the Bunge spokesperson, as well as the speaker alternate, then I'll want us to have a sitting with the fourth estate so that we rationalize how we want to operate. Of course, we have an elaborate plan. God willing, we are going to roll it out immediately after that one is started, so that we grow as a family. You don't just come there as a media family. Yes. Sasa, shukran sana. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Be blessed. Okay. Sasa, and if you've been watching from home, and as usually say, maybe you don't agree maybe with a thing or two that Mr. Aliet has said, hapo hivi chini kwa comment section, give us your opinion on whichever topic that we've discussed today, so that pia when he watches again and maybe aone comment yako, he can also have another perspective on some of the issues that we've talked about here today. I've been your host Ochino, the only Kenyan who is a man, a boy, and also a friend. Subscribe to our channel. We are out.